Hello again, guys. It's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and I have my weekly sales update video for you guys. If you're new here, I am an online reseller. I sell on Poshmark, Etsy, and eBay. Spoiler, there are no Etsy sales this week. But I do have Poshmark and eBay sales that I'm going to share with you. And what I usually do is I take you through each item and I let you know how much I originally paid for the item, where I picked it up, how much it sold for, obviously. And then right at the end of the video, I'll give you all of my numbers. So that's going to be everything from my gross sales number to how much I paid for everything I show you, to how much I paid in fees roughly, and then of course a final number being my net profit for the week. So without further ado, we'll just crack on, and I'm going to start with Poshmark. So these boots are by Timberland. I picked these up last weekend, so I'm filming this on a Monday, and it was a week ago on Saturday, if that makes sense. Basically my last haul video, which I will go ahead and link in the cards in case you're interested. I picked up a whole heck of a lot of shoes at a yard sale, some good shoes, and this was one pair. So everything evened out from that whole haul to $2.40 a piece. So that's how much I paid for these Timberland boots. I've actually never picked up Timberland before. These were just kind of left there at the end, and I figured I would just kind of put them in my pile and test them out. And I sure am glad that I did, because they sold in about 2 days of listing for the $58 that you see there. So I was really, really pleased with that. They did have a style number so I could find out the exact name. They were the Earthkeeper's Atlas, or whatever it is you see right here. And yeah, they were in really good condition, but they were pre-owned. So $2.40 into $58 there. This is exclusively Mazook. I will go ahead and show you what that label looks like. There we go. I think this was an older piece. I picked this up quite a while ago at a thrift store. It evened out to $3 for this piece here. I picked up another exclusively Mazook piece as well that was blue, and it had longer sleeves. That sold fairly quickly for around $30, $35. This one has sat now for a couple of months. Someone offered me $22 for it. I had $3 in it, so I was happy to take that. This was also from last Saturday from that haul. However, I haven't put up the next part yet. Part 2 is coming in just a couple of days. So if you're interested in that, do hit subscribe and hit that bell notification, and it will let you know when that video goes up this week. And you'll get to see the clothing I picked up, since the other haul I did, I just split it up where it was just the shoes. So stay tuned for that. But this is, spoiler, this is one of those things that, that sold. And then I picked up that week. So this was listed for about 3 days total. These are Not Your Daughter's jeans. They were the Jessica boyfriend jeans, and they had this floral embroidered detail, which was really cool. There is the tag, in case you're wondering what that looks like, the NYDJ. And again, $2.40 is how much I had in this when everything was evened out, and they sold for a best offer of $40. Full disclosure, sometimes I sell things because I send out offers, and when that happens, I also do a shipping incentive, because you usually have to unless it's within a bundle. And so that will be $1.80 is what I would pay towards shipping for my buyer. So a couple of these items will have an extra $1.80 sort of credited by me from my amount that I would earn. So just to let you know that, but some of them, don't. So, okay, this is Patagonia. I actually thought that this would do so much better, and I've had this in my closet for a really long time now. I spent about $2 on it at a half-price thrift store sale. It was super cute. It was a size 4, so it was quite small, but when I got home and looked at it, there was just a lot on. It was really saturated, basically. So I had it listed at $20. Someone came along and we went back and forth, I think, and we ended up at $16. So I was happy enough with that, since I've had it for quite a while. This is another clothing item from last Saturday. This was listed for about a day and a half, and it sold for the full asking price you see here. This is Lauren Ralph Lauren. It was a size 2X button-down shirt with an equestrian print. You can kind of see all over there. It's got stirrups and bridles and all kinds of different tack. So it was a really neat piece. I actually left it behind, and then on my third trip back to that yard sale where I got all the shoes, I was making a pile, and I just decided to go ahead and throw it in there, since I was so drawn to it, drawn to the print. And obviously I'm really glad that I did as well, and I trusted my instincts, because even though Lauren Ralph Lauren does not really move very much, this particular print and the size, I think, is what helped it. So $40 full asking price within a day and a half there. This was also from that Saturday sale. You're going to see quite a few items from Saturday that sold really, really quickly, which is always nice. This is Lucky Brand, obviously a pineapple print shirt. It is a linen blend, and it's also a 2X. There is that label there. Again, $2.40. This one I took a best offer of $22. also from Saturday. Sorry to be so repetitive, but there we go. So I picked up these Converse. They were in fantastic condition. They looked like they'd been worn outside maybe once, if that. And they were platform, as you can obviously see from this photograph here. The platform was about 1.25 inches, I think, by the end of it. So it was a fairly big platform, as you can see. And I listed them kind of high. I think I listed them at 65 because the comps sat around 40, but there were none of these like bubblegum pink ones. So I listed at 65. However, within like 2 days of listing, someone came along and offered me $50, which again, $2.40 is how much I had into these. Such a nice quick flip there. I've already made all of my money back from that haul on that Saturday, plus some. So now everything else is pure profit, and I still have some really nice pieces to move. So I'm very comfortable with that, and I'm happy to sort of get myself to that place so I can relax a little bit. These Keens I picked up for around $2 from a church rummage sale. I've had them listed now for about 2 months. They were obviously a little bit beaten up, as hiking shoes so often are. They were a men's 13. And yes, they sold for the price you see here, a best offer of 25. This piece was not so good, I have to say. I paid about 50 cents for it, so all is not lost. But it was Coldwater Creek. I picked it up because it was a size large, which I usually do extra large and above for Coldwater Creek. But it was a linen blend and like an open knit, just a very simple piece. As you can see, it didn't photograph super well. And someone came along and offered me $11. Obviously, they're paying shipping as well. So I was happy enough to take that for this piece. Rose and Olive is a new to me brand. It was like a blush pink with a blue and black floral print all over it. It was a size 1X. I grabbed it because it was a plus size and it had a nice print to it and I wanted to test it out. I would actually grab this brand again, I think. It sold within about 2 weeks of listing and it had quite a few likes, some activity, a few different offers. I took 15 in the end for it, but I only had in it 40 cents. So happy enough with that. American Eagle, Soft and Sexy. This is one of the only American Eagle like lines, as it were, that I tend to pick up. This is what it looks like, in case you're wondering. Just seems to be really popular, especially this like lace detail on the neckline. It's very kind of flowy, very soft, very flattering, and obviously a little bit sexy, I suppose. So there we go. But it's sold for 18 on a best offer. It was listed at 25. I've had it for a while. Had lots and lots of likes and sent out offers, but finally when someone offered me 18, I was happy enough to take that, and I had $2.90 from a thrift store into this shirt. This Soma bra was only listed for about 2 weeks, I think. I paid 40 cents at a rummage sale, and it sold for $17 on a best offer, as you see there. The next two items were in a bundle together. The person paid $20 total for both pair of pants. And I have to say, both pair of pants have been sat in my closet for a really long time. So I was super happy to take that offer. It was this Loft blue floral lace cropped pants and then a pair of Gap cropped wool pants, like a pinstripe. Yeah, very, very happy to take that $20. And I had about $1 into each of those pairs of pants. Also have $1 into this. This is Saint-Tropez. I grabbed it purely because it was 100% linen and it was like a duster length, that long length there that you see. Like I said, $1 at a yard sale, and I took either took best offer or sent best offer. I can't quite remember, of $16 on this. So this is what the tag looks like. I would probably pick this up again for $1 or less, like at a rummage sale or a filler bag or something like that, only because it got quite a lot of attention. And you know, I don't mind that $1 into a $16 profit. That's good for me. Okay, Clark shoes. I was actually surprised by how quickly these sold. They were size 8, so they were a good size. They did have a little bit of scuffing around the toes, as you can see. And they had sort of like a, I guess they were kind of like a clog is how I describe them, with this sort of like almost like a little wedge thing happening. And I paid for these. These were 40 cents as well in a filler bag, but I didn't think the style was going to do particularly well. So I actually put off listing them for quite a while. I have plenty of Clark shoes that I thought were much like cuter, as it were. But these got quite a few likes and a couple of watches on eBay. And then someone offered me $18 and I was happy to take that. So there we go. And the last 4 items on Posh were a bundle. The total for the bundle came to $75. They put the items in the bundle and sent me $75 as an offer. Happy to take that. These Levi denim shorts, they had a really cute like embroidered edge there. They were about 50 cents, I think, at a rummage sale. This really cute vintage belt. I thought this was so nice. Such bright colors. This was 40 cents. This Anthropology Lilka, I'll go ahead and show you the tag for that as well. This is what it looks like. This I paid $3 for. And these Eileen Fisher jeans, I paid $2.16 for at a rummage sale. And the Lilka top was at a thrift store, just to let you know. Yeah, so $75 for those 4 items I was very happy with. Okay, and on to eBay. This was, as far as I knew, a no-name brand. I couldn't actually really work out what the brand was. This is what it looked like. Sisters, I don't know. Anyway, I've had it for a long, long time. I ended up listing it just based on style and figured I'd see what all would happen. It sat for at least 5 to 6 months, I would say. But then someone came and bought it outright on eBay for $12.99 plus shipping. So I'm glad that it's gone on to its new home. And I paid 50 cents for this at a rummage sale. These are also from a rummage sale, Land's End. They were like a vented cargo pant, and then you could wear them. I think they had like, you see the buttons, they're like different stages of roll up, like tabbing or whatever. 40 cents is what I paid for these. I took a best off of 18 and they sold fairly quickly within a couple of weeks. This item was also from Saturday. It was a cabbie. There is the tag there. They all have style names, or style numbers, I should say, in cabbie. I wonder if I have that. Yes, I do, right there. Style number 606. I was able to find out that it was the red denim Western jean jacket. This had a lot of interest, and I ummed and ahed about actually taking the offer. But eventually I settled on $22, and the buyer paid shipping for a padded flat rate. So it was $30 total for them. I had $2.40 into it. So again, a nice fast flip. And I wasn't sure if I should have taken that straight away, if that was slightly too low, but it was in line with the lower end of the comps. And like I said, it sold within just 2 or 3 days of listing. So sometimes you just have to be willing to, take that profit, I suppose. Okay, this was a good sale. So I got this at a rummage sale, like a filler bag again. So 50 cents is approximately what I had into this. And it had no labels in it, no tags, no nothing, no size. It was purely measured. So here's hoping it doesn't come back. We'll see. I obviously put measurements in my listing, and it was just like an 80s style, like puff sleeve, all that layering, tiering, big bow with like a floral what's it on it. It was kind of cool. And it sold on sale for $63.74 plus shipping. So for 50 cents, I'm pretty happy with that, and hopefully wherever it goes, they love it. Talbot's red and white polka dot pencil skirt. Obviously with keywords, I made sure to have things like retro pinup, VLV for Viva Las Vegas, rockabilly, just to try and attract the kind of people that might appreciate this particular style. I had, I think, $1 in it. This one got kind of lost within the ether of everything I'm picking up with all these rummage sales going on. But I think I paid $1 for this, and it sold for $14.99 on a best offer, and that's been listed for about 2 months. Victoria's Secret, this has been listed for ages. Obviously super, super sequin on the front, but it did have a couple of small flaws, if I can find it. I don't even know what I'm looking at this point. A couple of sequins that were kind of like out of place. And I think there was like, there you go, one teeny tiny like little mark. Nevertheless, it sold for, this one was also $14.99, I think, and it was $1 is what I have written down for this one. So I'm glad to see it go. I've had it for quite a while, and it just hasn't moved despite the sequins. Michael by Michael Kors. This was a offer of $15, and again, I have $1 down, but I actually think this one was closer to 50 cents at a rummage sale. I'm not too sure. Anyway, we'll say $1 to be safe when I'm doing all of my my math at the end and whatnot. And it's just like a really nice blue and white geometric print cardigan. So kind of a preppy look. These were from Saturday also, just torrid shoes. They were a faux leather, but they were studded. They were a size 13. And they did have some scuffing, unfortunately, to the back that kind of devalued them there, as you can see. But I went ahead and listed them anyway, and I'm glad I did. I had $2.40 in them, and they sold for the $19.99 that you see there, plus the shipping, despite the flaws, and they sold within a day of listing. So, again, not too bad. And the last one is this Ralph Lauren blue chambray denim style button down. This is a men's shirt. I would recommend, if you find the Ralph Lauren, and I'll show you the tag that I'm talking about, this, or obviously if it's like black or purple or something, means much higher end. I'm not necessarily talking about like the Ralph Lauren, but like something like this, where it's a chambray. I always do really well with the chambray shirts, and so I would definitely say just keep your eyes peeled for that. And if you're not sure what I mean by chambray, go ahead and Google it. But it basically is to do with the weave, and it has this kind of like lightweight, like denim type look to it. Anyway, look it up if you're wanting to know more about that. And I took a best offer of $25. I had 40 cents in this shirt, and I was happy to take that because it actually went overseas, and I know that they pay a lot in shipping. So I was willing to do that. All right, let's do numbers. Gross sales this week were $684.69. My cost of goods for every single item that I showed you there today was $44.26. Fees at 20%. I say this every video, but Poshmark charges 20%. eBay and PayPal combined are somewhere between sort of 13 to 20%, but I rounded up to 20% just to be super transparent, and I don't ever want to underestimate and make people think that you don't pay much on these platforms to sell, because you do. 20% is a pretty conservative estimation there. So 20% fees for my total sales were $136.93. And so my net profit, the money that I walked away with this week in my pocket and had to reinvest, to put into savings, all that good stuff, was $503.50. So I'm really happy with that, mostly because I sold less items this week than I normally do, but I made more money than I normally do, which isn't that just the goal? Obviously, a lot of those sales came from the sale that I hit up on Saturday, and I was actually really, really lucky with that because I got some really good items there, and I have a lot more still to sell. I worked really hard this last week to list almost all of them, even though I had about 50 items, which is a lot for me to list within a week, pretty much. But I'm happy with that. Hopefully they'll continue to sell, and onwards and upwards. All right, guys, like I said, the second part of the whole video is on its way this week, as well as the next sort of installment, if you like, of my Reselling 101 series. If you haven't seen that yet, I would love it if you would check it out. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love it if you would subscribe and join this community. Make sure you say hi down below in the comments so I can say hi back. We're a lovely lot here, I promise, and there's lots to learn as well from all of the awesome people who hang out in the comments section down below on these videos. All right, you guys, I will catch you in the next one, and I hope you have an amazing week. Bye.